2. Alright, so it's John McIntyre here, the autoresponder guy. I'm here with Dan Meredith again. The video number one
do that?
should be, because you're a VIP, brother. We're here at Titans of Direct Response. It's a copywriting and marketing conference with guys like Jay Abraham, Dan Kennedy, all the famous direct response marketers you've heard of and copywriters. And we decided we will do sort of like a 3-part video series where we break down the takeaways and just talk about how awesome it is to be here and what we're learning. So that's what we're doing. Dan, give, you gave yourself an intro yesterday. Give yourself another 30-second, here's what I do, just in case someone hasn't seen the first video.
Yeah, my name's Dan Meredith. Got a few businesses, got a fitness business in the UK, a fitness copywriting business, and a marketing agency. And all of this has kind of kicked off in the last, what was it, 9 months?
You came from zero to just hero,
yeah,
and very quickly.
Or hero is very...
You're my hero.
Oh, you're very sweet.
So
just before we go any further, if we're quite tired and we sound maybe like we kind of get a little bit it's a lot of, well, I've actually found something better.
I'm actually buzzing all this.
This stuff is called Redline, and it's not legal in my country. But what it does is it's. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to sleep until I get back to the UK.
But it's cocaine in it, right? Is it?
No, John. No, it doesn't, because you can't buy that particular product.
Why did I come to the? No, I'm just joking.
Anyway,
so let's do it. We got 3 takeaways, and it'll probably be 3. It might be 4, but let's say 3 takeaways. We're gonna make this go for say 10 minutes, and then we're gonna head out to dinner, which we'll tell you about in a second. But yeah, it's been good. So what's takeaway number 1?
The takeaway. Well, we were gonna do this yesterday, but we kind of didn't figure out how to use the phone when we were traveling with memory and what have you. But everyone often over promises and under delivers. It's a classic phrase, yeah. So these guys have done something a little bit different. They've promised a good level of service. Like, we knew we were going to see some great speakers. We knew we were going to go home with some good stuff. And sorry, to give you an example. Okay, this bag must weigh what? 5 kilos?
At least.
5 kilos.
At least.
So this is, bear in mind, we've had 4 folders, 5 other books, 2 magazines as well. But this just, so John, we'll just rattle it through. So we've literally got, so all of this stuff. So we've got World's Best Copywriter, we've got interviews that are rare. This stuff, I mean, literally, things, I actually can't hold them, the amount of books that we've got given to take away.
So are these 2
Dan
things?
Kennedy, we showed you yesterday, that swipe file.
Boom.
I mean, we worked out,
It's
probably, you need some biceps first. But I reckon probably in value, anywhere from what, 7 to 10k, I reckon, of stuff.
Oh, more than that.
Yeah, I mean,
just a crap ton of stuff.
we had no idea that this was going to happen.
Surprise.
And the other thing that was kind of cool about it is that they knew they were going to over-deliver. They didn't let anyone know. So we're all wondering, how the hell are we going to get this stuff home? They actually arranged for us to be able to ship this home today. So not only did they promised a good level, they then over-delivered, and then
so here's what you got.
Sheer amount of stuff.
We got a seminar with a 2-day seminar with the biggest and brightest and best copywriters and direct response marketers on the planet, living right now, all in a room together. You're bumping into them in the hallway and stuff like that, doing presentations. Jay Abraham's here. Like, these guys just command the utmost respect in the marketing world, right?
Multi-millionaires and the pinnacle of their game.
So when you come and you pay, you buy a ticket, which is a couple grand. It's not cheap. And it's like, well, if all you got to do is just hang out with these guys in the hallways and listen to them speak, it'd be great, right? But then they've come in and this is a whole over-delivering. This is like enough material. This is like you can build a direct response library at home and spend the next 2 years going through this.
Everything here,
and you probably still
build a business from. Like, literally, there's nothing here you don't need.
So the lesson is under promise. Even just you don't have to under promise. Just whatever you promise, just go way beyond that at the end, and don't tell people you're going to do it. Just because otherwise.
And it doesn't have to be time or money. Just things like this, like, realistically, I mean, I don't know how much this guy's cost them, but everyone here is feeling so good about this event now. Like, people are going to talk about this and be gutted that they couldn't be here to get this. So that was probably my biggest takeaway, is the kind of, not so much under promise, just promise, but then just beat their expectations. Definitely a huge takeaway for me.
Right. And that rolls into the second thing, or one of the things that I wanted to talk about, was today Jay Abraham's got this thing he calls a strategy of preeminence, which sounds it's a very big sounding thing. The basic idea is that you care more about your clients and customers than you do about maximizing the bottom line. And it's something that's easy to understand and that I've heard and I've read about before, but it sort of clicked for me today when he spoke. Because I'm thinking, I'm in the midst of running split tests and some paid traffic campaigns on Facebook. So I'm very focused on what upsells are going to make the most money. How can I bump my conversion rate? And I realized that sometimes what I forget is that the secrets are, I think these guys are so successful, but their secret is that the focus is, they need to have a bottom line, they need to make money, there needs to be a profit.
They actually care.
They're focused.
They're focused on doing a good job, and they actually care about their clients. I mean, we've all had clients that we kind of, maybe make us pull our teeth out a little bit, but these guys, I mean, genuinely, to hear Jay speak, I mean, I was really lucky. I mean, not in a kind of fanboy style, I literally bumped into him. I was walking down the corridor, and he was there.
You had a beer with him last night, right?
Yeah, well I had the beers, and then bumped into him.
Okay.
So it's kind of,
you mean like you actually bumped into
him?
him?
I just smashed him out of the way.
Because you had a few beers. I mean, that's...
Anyway, one of literally the world's top sort of joint venture expert. He is... his work helped me get to where I am today. I mean, he gives this stuff away for free on his website. It's jabraham.com, I think, or Abraham.
It's just Abraham.
Just abrahams.com. Yeah, anyway. And the guy talks about being connected with the person you're talking to. And we're all busy, we've got phone, we're doing things, and he literally, and I'll do it, he shook my hand like this, and then just held it. And actually, it sounds weird, but when was the last time someone just took you in and said, tell me your story? And this is a guy who doesn't need to give me a second of his time. And yet, he took 2 minutes, I tried to extricate myself, and he's like, no, I want to know your story. So yeah, I mean, that's you can tell from how he is and how he comes across, how he dresses, how he acts. He definitely lives that life.
He cares. And I think the lesson is sometimes people get into business because they want to make money, and it's great. Money's good, and there's nothing wrong with trying to make money. But the tricky part, it's really quite simple, but the tricky part is realizing that money's a result of caring for someone. And now he's playing.
No, there's a reason why. There's a segue.
Okay.
It's a segue.
We'll segue. So, but so you have to care. And so listening. Oh, I kind of lost the train of thought now. But anyway, the basic idea is here. You need to care. So, to make money, basically go out there, and it's always in your clients and customers in their best interest. So it's made me rethink a lot of what I do with the podcast and the products that I sell and the services, to kind of think, well, hang on. Instead of just trying to sell stuff and be a really good salesman, a really good marketer, to think, hang on.
Let's think about them.
What do they really need right now?
Yeah.
Because maybe they don't need my product that's $200. Maybe I could solve that problem for them for $20.
Yeah.
Right? And then maybe there is a $10,000 product that there is out there that really would help them.
Now you see, before we go on to number 3, I've realised the last 5-6 minutes we've actually been quite sensible. And the reason you actually do need to make money is because in America they have something called not chat roulette, that's very different. Credit card roulette. Now, we went for dinner last night, and the guy sat next to us, casual as hell, telling us about buying companies. We had no idea how rich he was, yeah? And not that that's
he was a young guy. I mean,
younger than me, older than you. Between the two, yeah, between us.
In the middle.
Anyway, so the only person who didn't want to play credit card roulette, it's about what, $200-ish meal?
I think it was 140.
140. So only person who didn't want to play was him. So you also do need some money, because potentially this is the funniest picture of the angriest man I have ever seen.
I mean,
seriously, he hated signing that, and to be honest with you, I was full. I have never laughed so much at someone's misery than I have like that.
A joker.
Not a comedian. You were so unhappy and angrily signing your little spider-like scroll.
I still do not think it's funny, you know.
Exactly, because your face is telling you. So come on, number 3 takeaway.
What
do we think? I can't remember.
Alright, well, let's.
Do we need more coffee or more red line? I don't know if I'm legally allowed to anymore.
Sound of coffee. You're gonna hit your red line soon if you do that. Takeaway number 3 can be. I mean,
investing in events like these.
Or we did the power hour of power.
Did we?
I think we should say that yesterday.
I reckon, yeah.
I don't know if we did, because we.
Let's do a separate thing on the power. I think that's separate. I think actually coming
here. If people like this, let's do it. Let's make this a
dinner and Monday. That's what we're going to talk about. Remember, we're not going to say what we're doing, but what we're up to tonight.
We're going to even do one of these videos when we go check out Agora. That huge, on Monday. That whole thing.
Yeah, that thing.
That thing.
Basically, we've realised that we've come away. Yeah, we've got all the stuff. We've met some clients. Met some people we've done some work with, but it was those chance encounters, like the bumps into in the lobby. There's people, you're sharing a lift with a guy who's worth tens, hundreds of millions, who's just stood next to you and just says hello because they see you're wearing the same badge as them. And what we've realised is that yeah, we've spent more money than we needed to coming here. I mean, we've flown a long way, and we've tried to kind of save a few pounds by sharing a room together. Not in that way. Not there's anything wrong with that.
There's two beds. Just we
two
only
beds.
use one of them.
One's there,
Two
one
beds.
is here. This is mine. It's a clean bed. But anyway, what we've realised is the people we've had like connections with, chats to. I mean, we're not doing the whole open loom thing. We actually can't say who we're going to dinner with tonight. Like we've been invited out by some of the people that I've read about, learned from,
Household names.
Household names.
Well, it's gonna be good fun, and this is one of the things when you go to these conferences is it can cost a lot sometimes, but the fact that
one connection can make all that difference.
And just it's like when you have to pay a lot to go to a conference, and I mentioned this before, maybe the podcast and other people's podcasts, is the fact that you spent that money. It automatically means that you've
leveled up.
Well, you've qualified yourself. So everyone at that event has therefore spent $2, $3, $5 grand, whatever the fee happens to be at the time.
Right, we have literally 4 minutes to get ready and go down to the dinner.
I'm ready. I was born ready. This is how I look every day when I just get out of bed.
Nice to meet you. Hope we've not been too boring. Yesterday was more abusive.
Just drop that open. Anyway, we'll be back on. What did you say? Monday at dinner.
I need to go and get changed. So bye.
He's going to get changed. We'll be back. We're going to do one more video because this is a 3-part series. So we'll be back again tomorrow, a couple of days, something like that. We're going to go check out New York. It's first time here. And if you guys like this video, send me an email to john@themcmethod.com, and or just hit like and comment on the video, whatever. I'm just curious.
If you don't like it, please don't tell me because I'm very delicate.
Don't tell him, but tell me. I want to know if you don't like it. And if you do like it, we will do more of them. Enjoy. Have a great evening. It's time for dinner.